On the news tonight, Uyo residents differ on presidential broadcasts on June 12. Stakeholders raise concerns over the welfare of autistic children. Plus, Nigerians call for greater awareness to minimize increasing rates of jungle justice. Good evening, thanks for joining us. My name is Joy Ubani with the details of these headlines and other stories. A quick reminder that this broadcast is reaching you live on Star Times, Channel 103, and on our social media handles, Facebook and YouTube. Please do well to like and follow our page. And on to the news. The daily grind of family life is challenging enough, but add a family member with autism to mix it can be becoming overwhelming. Caregivers to autistic children face unique struggles that puts a huge strain on family finances and daily life. In this report, Ngufan Shaggy Ugwanye spotlight these unsung heroes and ways to support them.
You have to struggle trying to take care of the physical needs child at home. At the same time, battling up there to meet up with their need, your need, a family need. So it has not been easy.
Meet the caregivers who are pushing boundaries and advocating for support. They share their experiences, struggles, and triumphs in caring for their loved ones with autism.
You have a positive mind in every situation.
Experts agree that caregivers need access to resources, training, and financial assistance to provide quality care for their loved ones.
Because of the peculiarities of the challenges, the parents barely have rest, and there's also the fear of caregivers who will abuse these children because they're vulnerable. So parents now have to practically give up their lives. And we are also advocating to the government to create and implement the policies that have been set up by the Ministry of Education, monitor and evaluate it.
Parents should have flexibility with their working time. Then also they should have a policy in place that even when the children they grow up, they will have a job.
As the event highlighted the challenges faced by caregivers, it also recognizes the importance of family-oriented policies that will support caregivers and families with special needs, enabling them to thrive and provide the best possible care for their loved ones with autism. In Abuja, Gufan Shaji Ugwanyi, NT News.
Away from that report, science equipment worth billions of naira, customized exercise books and textbooks have been donated to Western Anna Secondary Commercial School in Okanafon, local government area of Akwa Ibom State, to enhance scientific knowledge among its students. The donation, facilitated by an alumnus, Professor Esang Esikot, was made by the Nigerian Society of Chemical Engineers, Akwa Ibom and Cross River States chapter during a career counseling session at the school. Etienne Ibanga was there for NTA.
Established in 1972, WASCO has produced notable professionals despite struggling with dilapidated infrastructure. During its Golden Jubilee celebration, the alumni assessed the challenges and decided to intervene. Professor Esriko's visit is part of this intervention, where it delivered a career talk encouraging students to remain focused and pursue careers that will stand the test of time.
My heart bleeds. And education, if you are a nation and you don't invest in education, indirectly you are developing the foundation to fail. And I'm using this to call upon Okanafon local government chairman, call upon Akwa Ibom State government, call upon the federal government. There is more that WASCO needs to be revisited.
The visit was led by the chairman of the Nigerian Society of Chemical Engineers, Akwa Ibom and Cross River States chapter, Engineer Kemesiro Rock. The society highlighted its commitment to supporting education.
Without education, it will be very difficult to have our country to be at the right trajectory. And I think that is basically what we have done at the grassroots here.
Know your capacity, know your strategy, and style to achieve what we are coming to encourage you to achieve.
Even if you are going to farm, make sure you have a biro in your pocket and a piece of paper. That is a student of knowledge.
To be able to study chemical engineering, you need some core science courses: English, math, physics, chemistry, and then biology.
Additionally, Mrs. Mfon Morin, Chief Nursing Superintendent in charge of adolescents and youth-friendly unit, Primary Health Care Ukanafun, delivered her health talk. A presentation emphasized the importance of maintaining good health and hygiene.
Before you can become whatever, a teacher, an engineer, a doctor, profession, name them, you must stay healthy. Do not sell yourself for anything. Your future is bright.
The school's principal general, Pastor Deme Akpan, and students reacted positively to the visit.
We are going to make good use of every item donated to us.
I very much appreciate them for their love towards Wasco.
Learned a lot. Like, I should not mind the challenges. I should not make excuse. I should have an empowered mindset.
The authorities are appealing to government at all levels to invest in education for the sake of posterity. Etienne Ibanga, NTN News.
We'll now pause here for commercials. When we return, more news comes your way. Please stay tuned.
Roseville Hotel. Come, feel the luxury of our contemporary hotel. We offer lodging and accommodation. Stay at our deluxe executive and luxury suite for your comfort. Experience extravagant dining and delicious meals by expert chef. Lounge at our exquisite VIP bar. Enjoy 24 hours power supply with free Wi-Fi services. Our security system is top-notch to ensure your safety. Ample parking space and laundry services available. The ambience is serene to make your stay memorable. We are located at number 1 Julius Badger Road off House of Assembly Avenue, Uyo, Akwa Ibom State. For reservations, call 070-650-41139. Roseville Hotel, hospitality at its best.
Michael, I make you get out of your own. You're going to say me. If you ain't going to get me more, you're going to say, Ima. Ako yeke do. Yo, iba ne bo ke we mi kana di mana yem kwa iswa. Tu fe no bo ntoko ye na ko no bo. Ayele kammi. Sutie. Iba ne yeme di mana yen enu fam. Ma kale bro mo ya fon. Enu se mo ke ti fon we. Utanga tanga di no mo ntin di dia. Iba ne bo ke mo yemi si bo. Nwa mi den. Nda ku fe. De kekere. Adi na ma mo isa be pa. Ida bi iba ne bi nam die. Ayele kammi. Iba ne bo ki ne pe dia no bo no iba. Jai kin nam family planning. Everything is setting for me joy. Joy. I mean me you even go joy. Oh, yang ke no ke be me. I mean ko yang kan ke ram be me.
Family planning edo came fun. Go for your government. Kena manyesu fun.
Welcome back and thanks for staying tuned. Nigerians have continued to trade June 12 presidential speech to Nigerians, as many see it commendable while others disagree. John Paul Alumuna, who sampled the opinions of some Nigerians, came back with this report.
President Bola Ahmed Tinubu on June 12, 2025, addressed Nigerians, highlighting some critical issues that affect the country and also revealing the journey so far in his administration. The president also conferred national honors on the presiding officers of the National Assembly and posthumous awards to some distinguished deceased Nigerians, including King Sarowa. These Nigerians say have great impact on the healing process and sustenance of democracy.
I wasn't really pleased because I had expected Mr. President to want to consolidate on the gains of June 12, which opened the eyes of the country to the fact that there could be injustice where leaders want to suppress over the years. Critical national questions is supposed to have addressed has to do with electoral reforms. You cannot strengthen the practice of democracy where we still have in our law books, or we don't have in our law books, that a governor or president cannot defect. If you defect, there's a consequence.
The judiciary, the court of law, is no longer the whole of the common man. Now his speech has nothing to do with development, job creation. Now giving post-mortem honors to Ken Saro of what benefit is it to us? Expected to hear that in 2 years I've created 1 million jobs. These people are working here. In 2 years, I've created 2,000 industries. These people are working there. In 2 years, we are looking at electricity. Till now, we don't have electricity in Nigeria.
We need to involve in more awareness, more employment. Let it not be that until you have somebody that have somebody, that is when you will be employed. There are people that are qualified for this job, but they are not getting the job because they don't have anybody. A 26-year-old child is grown up to marry and grown up to stand on his or her own.
Others charge the president to do more on education and address other critical issues affecting the common man like poverty, unemployment and insecurity, as well as food crisis.
If we can look back and look at the plight of Nigerian workers, and address the welfare of Nigerian workers, it will have done a lot, in trying to bridge the gap. Because now there's a very wide gap between very tiny people, who control larger volume of the resources, compared to very large number of people struggling with very tiny proportion of the resources available to Nigeria. So that it should be the responsibility of government to be concerned about the welfare of Nigerians. And the take-home pay of Nigerian workers is fundamental.
Nigerians are hopeful that President Bola Ahmed Tinubu-led federal government will implement policies that will lift many Nigerians out of poverty. In Uyo, John Paul Alumona, NTA News.
Now, it's 26 years of uninterrupted democracy in Nigeria, and this milestone viewed by a cross-section of Nigerians as the longest spell of civilian rule experienced in the country what is worth celebrating. Dianime Oko Inuyo reports that Nigerians anticipate more dividends in the coming years.
The non-payment of promotion arrears, heavy taxation, non-implementation of the new minimum wage, as well as the arrears of the wage award are some of the concerns raised by some federal workers. For them, it has become even more worrisome with harsh economic realities, noting that their counterparts in the state civil service enjoy better welfare packages despite shopping from the same markets.
The issue with government is that you enter into an agreement with them, and at the end of the day, they will not honor. To tell you that federal workers are being heavily taxed, it has really been a hell for federal workers to say. I am one of them. I am speaking the minds of federal workers.
They have not implemented anyone at all. Even the one of wage award, we only received 1 month after they paid. I think they stopped at last year, so they just paid 1 month arrears. Since then the minimum wage, we have not received anything at all. All arrears and entitlement that belongs to staffs should be paid on time. So that's what they should do.
While the workers are still optimistic, they say there's need for the federal government to keep to its own part of the agreement in order to enhance productivity.
The promotion arrears of 2-3 years ago has not been paid. So it's also affecting the performance of the staff. We are using this opportunity to also speak with tell the president to please help us sort out those areas and those issues so that we can perform well.
We don't know the day, we don't know the month. I believe they will give us.
We feel that the federal government is trying, but they need to do more.
President Bola Tinubu had signed the new minimum wage into law in July 2024, and 1 year after, workers say it is yet to be fully implemented. In Uyo, Umar Basadet, NTA News.
Meanwhile, Nigerians have taken stock of the country's democracy journey. Some workers have commended the federal government for commencing the payments of the outstanding wage awards and say they are hopeful that all pending arrears would be settled very soon. A cross-section of federal employees say there is need for more economic-friendly policies for workers who are currently groaning under the weight of heavy taxation. Umoba Siedet reports.
Since returning to civilian rule in May 1999, Nigeria is celebrating 26 years of uninterrupted democracy, with the national and state assemblies and the judiciary playing their roles independently. With earlier republics enjoying only brief spells, dented with military coups and counter-coups, Nigerians have agreed that democracy, the form of government the country is currently practicing, is the best and should be sustained.
We are better than when we started in 99. It's work in progress. A lot of things are happening. You see also the national, we are tinkering with the constitution.
We still appreciate what we have compared to other nations and what we see. We go out for protests, we demand, and in some cases you see our government coming to address such situations.
We've had so much in these 26 years than we've had in between 1966 and 1999. If you put it in proper perspective, have we made progress? Yes, we've made progress.
Despite the gains recorded over the 26 years, there are still demands from the federal, states, and local governments, as well as the citizens.
We want to see a situation where the votes of the people really matter and count. So everything that will make the electoral process as smooth and hitch-free as possible should be done.
Areas such as insecurity, there are areas such as unemployment that the government still needs to work on. There are areas such as infrastructure that we still need more work.
We want stronger institutions. The institutions are not strong enough.
For many Nigerians, whether it is democracy or uninterrupted civilian rule, the past 26 years have been more beneficial as it has afforded them the opportunity of taking part in the governance process through elections, with their full rights guaranteed as enshrined in the Constitution. In Uyo, Dianime Uko, NTA News.
That report was actually packaged by Dianime Uko, not Umoba Siedet. Now it's time for our commercials break. We'll be right back again for more news. Please stay tuned.
College Jaws, you will dive into exhilarating hands that will fuel your passion in education and propel your career to new heights. We don't just teach, we craft the next generation of media leaders. Explore our diverse offering, understanding the personnel matters and issues in the public service, basic development communication, financial reporting under IPSAS and interpretation of public sector accounting standard IPSAS, audit, internal check and control management, video camera maintenance, new technologies, optics, fiber, IP technologies, automation, storage management, and wireless technology. Challenges and opportunities in the secretarial profession in the digital age. Digital marketing, basic drama, online reporting, understanding the provisions of the revised public service, audio engineering operations and maintenance, camera operations, and intermediate drama. Mark your calendar. The second quarter of 2025 is your launch pad. This is your moment to seize the future. Announcer Management.
Welcome to Prisma International Hotels, located at number 5 Efangosanga Street, Afarafort, Overback Road, Uyu. When it comes to hospitality industry, nothing compares with comfort, exquisite services, and top-of-the-wall security. These are what make Prisma Hotels a household name. At Prisma Hotels, you are assured of lavishly furnished, spacious rooms and suites with complimentary breakfast, top-class Blue Sea swimming pool, VIP and poolside bars, as well as restaurant where African and continental dishes are served at pocket-friendly rates. These are not all. There is high-speed internet service, closed-circuit television, spacious car park, 24-hour power and water supply, sparkle laundry and dry cleaning services, and above all, combat-ready security operatives. So whenever you are in Uyo or you are a resident in Uyo, capital city of Akwa Ibom State, make Prisma Hotels number 5 Efangosanga Street, Tafarafort, Overback Road, Uyo, your choice, and you will cherish the experience. For bookings and inquiries, inquiries, please call 081-3166-6660 or 0915-509-9989. Prisma International Hotels, hospitality par excellence.
Welcome back and thanks for still staying tuned. Electricity is a very important amenity that enhances economic growth in any society, a crucial infrastructure that drives industries, businesses, and homes. Its economic importance, therefore, cannot be overemphasized. However, in a business community where this major infrastructure is lacking, the challenges are better imagined. In this report, Ngozi Okafor writes on the challenges faced by Nsukwe, a host community to NTA Umuahia, as a result of the absence of electricity.
Light is said to have a profound impact on various aspects of life, from physical and psychological well-being to economic and social dynamics. The presence of electricity in an area therefore has enormous economic and social effects, which brings about increased productivity, enhanced aesthetics and social gatherings, among others. The situation is, however, different in Nsukwe community in Umuahia that has been bereft of this critical infrastructure for many years now. The place has been bedeviled by incessant vandalism of electricity installations, resulting in disruption of business operations, financial losses, and decreased productivity. Among other establishments in the area is the Nigerian Television Authority, NTA Umuahia.
Okay, for some time now, no thanks to the vandalized power infrastructure, as you can see just behind me, the station has been on diesel and PMS, and that's increasing our energy costs. And it hasn't been easy for us as a station. You can imagine what it is like for a TV or broadcasting house to run entirely on fossil fuels.
Power sector needs urgent intervention. We don't have light here, and it's really affecting us in so many ways.
All the service providers and residents of our area who say they require a reliable electricity supply to deliver their services effectively ask for provision of resources for the repair and maintenance of electricity installation and adequate surveillance to monitor and respond to potential threats.
It is very important for one to have light because one, it brings development in a community, and secondly, it makes a particular place or community to be lively.
Ferdinand Ekoma is the special advisor to Abia State Governor on media and publicity.
It has not been rosy, so to say, but the truth is that a lot of far-reaching measures have been put in place to ensure that there is steady power supply in Abia State. If you come to the Umuahia Rainforest Island, here where EEDC is controlling, we've tried to give them necessary support, even things that are not our responsibilities. We've been carrying them out.
The restoration of electricity supply and enhancement of security measures are critical to the survival and growth of businesses in NTA and the surrounding areas. It is therefore hoped that relevant authorities should take immediate action to address the pressing need and support the development of the area. In Umuahia, Ngozi Okafor, NTA News.
And I'm back home. Akwa Ibom State Police Command has declared 3 persons missing. Abasekeme Hansen Henshaw, who resides at plot 93 G Line Ewet Housing, Uyo, aged 22 years old, dark in complexion, 4 feet tall with no tribal marks, speaks Ibibio and English languages fluently. In a statement by the police public relations officer DSP Tifon John indicates that Abasekeme left home to the said school for Project Defense on May 5th, 2025 and has not returned back. All efforts made to trace her whereabouts has not yielded any positive result. Also, one Ekaite Michael Ben is declared missing, aged 19 years old. Ekaite Michael is 5 feet tall, dark in complexion, and has no tribal mark, speaks Ibibio and English language fluently. She resides at Idoro Road in Uyo, a 100-level student of UNIO. She left home to visit her sick sister in a hospital to unknown destination, has not returned home. The police also declared one Kolawole Akintola missing. He is 65 years old, dark in complexion, has no tribal mark, speaks Yoruba and English languages fluently. He resides at number 9 Old Ring Road off a back road, Uyo. He was last seen on the 18th May 2025. Kolawole Akintola left home to church program with his wife, after which he returned home as the wife joined others for rally. All efforts made to trace his whereabouts prove abortive. The Akwa Ibom State Police Command is therefore requesting the assistance of members of the public who may have useful information of their whereabouts to contact the police public relation officer at the state headquarters Ikoropanabia, Uyo, through GSM number 0913 258 1335 or reports to the nearest police station, while further steps are ongoing to trace and reunite them with their families. And that's on the news. We thank you very much for being part of it. Join us again tomorrow by 7 p.m. for another package of our bulletin. Until then, I remain Joy Ubani, wishing you a pleasant night rest.